Hi Melanie, Linda here. This is the video I was talking about, and I will show you how to use Joomla to edit your page content. Try to keep this training succinct so that you get everything you need in a short amount of time. And will enthusiastically sit down with you afterwards, and we can walk through this if you have questions. Or any problems, and try to clear up any concerns or questions you have. So what you see here is our test environment, atusoftware.com. I'm going to leave up this test website for a little while so that you can actually practice using the editor in the test environment and before you jump into your production website. So what you would do is, in fact, I'm going to show you exactly. All right, here is, of course, your production website. And what you will do to access the Joomla editor is at the end of your website /administrator. You don't have to have this n/ here. So your website /administrator. And I'm also going to send provide all this information in an email. You might want to create a test folder a folder for email that has to do with training, maybe in your email system, maybe call it AA website training, so that the folder always comes up to the top of your folder list, and so it's always handy for you to access. It'll have this link. It will have your login, your password, and the link to the training video. So it's always handy. And I'm always a phone call away, hopefully, or email in case you have questions. So this is, we'll go back here. Since we're going to be doing this testing and doing this video with your training website, so we'll key in /administrator. It comes up because I've been in here before. This brings up your Joomla login screen, and I am, as I said, going to provide your login, but it is your standard login and password. I don't know how secure that is, but at least you'll remember it. So we're going to log in. Okay, try again. All right. Okay, so this will bring you to the control panel, the Joomla control panel. This control panel is not quite as extensive as the one My Login. Obviously, it knows you're Melanie. My Login has many more options, but you wouldn't need those. So this is a simplified control panel. So all you have to do is come to Article Manager, click that once, and it brings up all of your website pages. Each of your pages is considered an article, so that's where that language comes from. I've also added to the names of these pages in this list. I've preceded it with A1, A2, so that they will sort in order of the pages you're going to want to be editing. So for instance, menus and mobile menus, you won't be editing that since it has the API directly to Loku. So if, for instance, these pages ever come up out of order, you can click on title. That will reverse the order. But just click it till you get your home page up at the top, and then your catering, events, and fundraising will follow. So we will take a look at, I've also created for you a practice article, and let's click on that, bring that up. All right, and this shows you a page that I created for practice only. It's not tied to a menu item, so you're not going to be able to see this in a test region, or obviously not in your production. And this little icon right here, this little funny thing in the corner, you can drag it, you can adjust the size of your editing page by moving that since the page isn't too long. If it was super, super long, you might want to drag that to get to the bottom so you see the whole page at once. I've also color-coded the headers so that you use. You have an H2 header. I've color-coded that blue, and your subheaders, I've color-coded those red. Obviously, they don't show up when you look at the regular website, but I've color-coded them for editing purposes only, just so you'll know, where you are. And if, for instance, you add a header down here and it's blue, the font's going to be larger. You'll know that you've created accidentally an H2 rather than an H3. There is one H2 tag for each of your pages, and you can have multiple subheadings, which are H3. Let me show you what you have to work with in this editor. You've got a little question mark here. Will take you to the JCE help, and about the editor. It will show you how to use some of the options. It will show you what all of the editing buttons are about. You can look at this, it's interesting. But be aware that, as you see, you have just one line of editing options here. That's because this is within your system. This is the JCE editor. It's a very robust editor. It comes with all of these text editing options, but I usually remove the options that a client's not going to be using right away. Just makes it easier to work with it, since a lot of these little icons look the same. Clients get confused. So I've removed those, but if you feel confident and want to start doing some elaborate text editing, we can add back these options into your editor. So here we are back. You've got you can highlight text, click your bold. I think we have some bold in your home page. If you want to make something italic for emphasis, you can highlight it and make it italic. And you can underline. Just FYI, this little symbol right here is an undo. So when you click that, it undoes, it reverts to how the page was before each individual change. So you might have to click this multiple times if you want to go back. If you decide you did like your change, you can click a redo. I'm going to undo this. And this option, I've left it here. It is an image. I'll just show you what it looks like. It's an image manager, and if you decide you want to insert images into your pages, it's quite involved. You can upload images from your computer, although there is a size restriction. But it's fairly involved. If you decide you want to start inserting images into your pages, I'd create a separate video for that and give you a separate lesson on it. So back here to your options on your text editor. Here's this will print the page, and if you forget what one of these little icons means, if you put your cursor over it, it will, in letters and words, tell you what it is. As you see, print. All right, this little icon feature right here will, for instance, I often show clients the easiest way to create, say, a new subheading and paragraph is to just copy and paste. So say I highlight this subheading and 2 paragraphs below it, and say I have a new event activity. Oh, I didn't copy it. All right, so we're going to highlight that. Control C will copy, and on your Mac, Control V will paste. You probably use that feature now, I suppose. If not, I can show you how to use that on your Mac. And then you could edit this to be whatever you want it to be. Some new event, new fundraising activity. Here are paragraphs right here that you can edit to reflect properly If you only have one paragraph, highlight and delete. When you press return or enter, it will assume you want to start a new paragraph, and every time you hit enter, we'll assume you have a new paragraph that you're starting. Or, for instance, hit enter, and you don't have to copy and paste. You can use the editor, H3. All right, that's all you need to do would be to highlight that and go up here and click on heading 3, and it will make this a new header. And of course your header H3s are a little larger font than your paragraphs, so obviously it just sets aside or sets apart a particular subject area. All right, I'm going to show you in an actual page how to use this insert link, but here is this little icon right here is the source code editor. You don't need to click it. This is what how I'm entering your code. Here's an H2, H3, but it is code. Click back on it. You don't need to use this. The top row of editing options are really all you need. Say you have added new content to a page, you can save it, which will save your changes, and it will save your changes, but it won't exit you from this page. If you save and close, it will save your changes and exit you from the page where you, but save will actually allow you to remain in the page, so you can continue adding new changes. That's all you need to use are these two right here. Or if you decide you don't want to save anything you've edited, you can close it and it'll close the page, which is what we're going to do. I'm going to close this and we're going to go to your events page, and I'll show you one of the options here, and that is the link. Insert, edit a link. So right here you have go to the auction house website. We're going to highlight that and highlight it. We're going to go up here to the insert edit link, click on it. It'll bring up the link box, and what you'll do is enter the URL that you want. When somebody clicks on this in your website, it'll take them to a particular website page. Since the page, the actual URL, is what you've used in your text here, I'm just going to copy this and put it right here, copy paste. Otherwise, say you would just http:// and the website, whatever that happens to be. Down here where it says target, select open in new window. That will ensure that when somebody clicks on the page that they don't leave your website. A new window will open that will show the new website page you link to. So let's do an insert. It won't be effective until you insert it. See, it's underlined now like a proper link would be. We're going to save that, and we're going to, I happen to have the page open in a new browser, and oh, awesome, cool. Go to http://auctionhouse.net. Oh boy, okay. It looks like, yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, here is the, let's go back. We're going to highlight that again. I did something, all right. Edit it. Let's, okay, make this a little larger. Auctionhouse.net. Maybe at one of the auctionhouse.net, yes. Update it, save it, go back here, we're going to refresh the page. Why it asked me that, I'm not sure. Could not find, did I spell it wrong? This worked when I was doing a little earlier. I'm not sure. We'll have another quick practice here. Okay. Oop, sorry. Okay. Let's say I take advantage of. Let's just enter a page here. Site. Or visit our web at Across the Universe Web Design. Now, obviously, that doesn't make any sense in regards to your events, but I want to, all right, visit our webmaster at Across the Universe Web Design. We're going to highlight that. I want to show you that this does work as it should. Click on the link, all right, HTTP net, and we're going to again target, open a new window, insert it. All right, we're going to save it. All right, and let's come over here. We're going to refresh, come back to your website. And oh, okay. Awesome, so that worked. So somehow or other I probably spelled it wrong or did something when I copied it didn't like. So that's why I'm going to leave up atusoftware.com. You can do anything you want and practice this stuff, play with it. And let's go, say you decide it didn't work out quite right. You're going to highlight it, go up to break the link, and it'll take the link out. And let's just get rid of this right now. Well, maybe I'll leave it there. I'm in this, we are in test again. I'm going to leave it here so you can take a look at it and mess around with it. If you decide you want to edit the link, highlight it, go up here. Again, this not only inserts a link, but you can edit it. So it'll bring it up. You can see exactly what this looks like. So I'm going to cancel this. And let's see. I think that's about it. You can edit anything below the reservations as well, or if you want to call this, you can edit the name reservations. Say you decide you're going to open for lunch, close Monday. Let's just add a new paragraph. Open for lunch. Awesome. And we're going to save it. And we're going to come over here and refresh the page. All right. Oh, open for lunch. Cool. So you see how that works. Do be aware and careful that, all right, bring this down here. Do be aware that there are lots of links, obviously, to Open Table, map and directions, gift card, join our mailing list. If you're doing any kind of editing under the reservations area, that you're really purposeful and careful so that you don't clobber any of this stuff, so that are, they're inadvertently negatively affected. So just be careful of that. When you're finished with your editing your page, you can save and close. We would assume you would do that. That's what I'm going to do here. And always come up and log out of your page. Never leave your editor, your website editor open, because it just makes a cleaner, solid platform here if you always log out when you're finished. And of course, when you want to edit again, log back in. So I think that's the basics, and you and I will get together. More than happy to, you can sort of play with this, and then I'm more than happy to sit down and help you further. So thank you very much.